With a family background in theater and the mind of a rocket scientist, few people in the live audio business embody the cross-pollination of the creative and the technical as well as John Meyer. Born in Oakland, California in 1943, John's audio odyssey would take him around the world. Yet, it would be the fertile creative grounds of Northern California where John would make audio magic. John's first work experience came at KPFA Pacifica Radio, where at the tender age of 12 he got his first audio job reading fairy tales over the air, and soon earned his FCC radio license. However, his real entree to audio came as a technician in a hi-fi store, when one day Steve Miller came in looking for a better-sounding rig for his bass player. John assembled a system which Miller would use at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967. John worked the festival himself, his first foray into live audio. In 1967, John met someone who had had the greatest influence over his life, his wife Helen, who also became his lifelong business partner and confidant. John's first company started in 1969. Glyph Sound Systems made a tri-amped, exponential horn-loaded sound system of surprisingly low distortion. The Glyph was impressive, with the subwoofer measuring 8 feet high and 8 feet deep, with 30-inch drivers. A Glyph system was installed at the San Rafael nightclub Pepperland, where numerous influential artists heard it, including Frank Zappa and the Grateful Dead. News of the Glyph system soon reached the ears of McCune Sound Services, the largest sound company in the Bay Area. John landed a job there and developed speakers for acts such as Creedence Clearwater Revival, Frank Sinatra, and Jefferson Airplane. At McCune, John established many of the ideas that Meyer Sound pursues today, especially dedicated loudspeaker control electronics. The days at McCune were interrupted when John was invited to help establish an acoustics laboratory at the Institute for Advanced Musical Studies in Switzerland. There he would conduct cutting-edge research, making strides designing linear loudspeaker drivers and reducing distortion in horn loudspeakers. In the early 70s, John returned home, and in 1979, he and Helen launched Meyer Sound Laboratories. This labor of love resulted in Meyer's first product, the ACD Studio Monitor, designed by John and produced under license from Switzerland. Next came the 650 subwoofer. This speaker was created as part of the sound system for the film epic Apocalypse Now. John re-entered the world of live sound with his new company when the Jefferson Starship sound engineers heard the ACD monitors and convinced him to adapt the technology into what became the Ultra Monitor. John and Helen were on their way to creating audio which would enhance the concert experience of generations of concertgoers. John had always placed strong emphasis on audio measurements. The introduction of the SIM analyzer in 1984 took the audio world by surprise. SIM analyzers and source-independent measurement have garnered recognition and awards, including the coveted R&D 100 award from R&D magazine. Today, Meyer Sound Laboratories holds 35 U.S. and international patents. John has been named a Fellow of the Audio Engineering Society. His products have been honored with tech awards, and the UPA-1 was recently an inaugural inductee into the Technology Hall of Fame. John has not slowed down. Each year he brings new approaches to solving sound problems. John has been an innovator throughout his life. His genius, perseverance, and dedication to quality has touched every aspect of the industry and all of us in this room. He is truly deserving of the first Parnelli Innovator Award.